This is Street Connect, a project that I started to bring more purpose and connection into New York City life. And I do that by having conversations with strangers.
How do you feel about spanking kids?
So, it's a really hard conversation. So basically, I guess the answer that I've somewhat come to is that there is no time in our lives that we say that hitting is actually okay. There's no time that we hit to express like how we're feeling or like that's acceptable.
Yes.
So it's hard to understand how hitting a child is acceptable to express to them what they should or should not do. That being said, my kids do get papawed on occasion because I feel like they have at that point stripped me of all the rest of my tools and I don't know what else to do. We make sure that if we do give them papaw, that it's not out of anger or like frustration and that it's like controlled, you know what I mean? But it's like a last resort. So like there was a period of time where I was like, yo, let's just not do this no more. Like, because it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? And then I got to the point where I was like, but I don't know what to do. So I'm back at this. You know what I mean? So like, it's a toss-up. I received spankings when I was a kid. I think it more so traumatizes than like teaches though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It teaches us to like fear and to respond. And sometimes you do need like a quick, sharp, like fear-based kind of thing, like in order to correct. But like essentially it's like, do we want to teach our kids like to fear us or whatever? I don't know.
I know. We come to like an argument. I was like, you know, I feel like hitting is maybe okay at a certain age, or maybe when it comes to certain things like running in the street or something, like you're gonna get hit for that because you could have died. But I told them, I was like, you know, I don't think hitting is like, I don't know, it just, you need words. Like you're teaching them not to use your words. And how am I supposed to how are we supposed to like communicate if we're just gonna resort to hitting?
Yo, it's a super hard.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. But once they start screaming with their tantrums in the store, and you just want to smack them or stop doing that.
Like, I have 4 kids, so I have like different personalities. And I got like sassy kids. I got kids who is just like, they say stuff and it's like, yo, did you really say that to me just now? Whatever. Like, so not even just the tantrums or whatever, but just like the, yo, like you.
Do they push you? They push you. They like to push the button.
Right. But those are the times where I feel like it's more important to be controlled, right? Because like those are the times where I just want to be like, oh really?
Yes.
Oh really? You know what I mean? And
you just want to go off on them, but
but you shouldn't.
Yeah, you really shouldn't.
Those times especially. You know what I mean? Is there anything that you have overcome that you didn't think you could?
Kind of cliche. But I had a relationship prior, like, and I honestly thought that like we were gonna get married and this was gonna be the one. And oh my God, I'm so lucky that like I found this person at such a young age, and it hit me really hard. I started drinking a lot, doing bad things to myself. It's hard to look back. Because that's not you. But you know, little by little, you have to accept it. You didn't like the things that you did, but you have to move on. You have to learn to forgive yourself. And it's really hard, as you can tell. It's really hard. Yeah. I think about it still, and I can't believe I did some of those things. But here we are. I found him, and you know, he accepts me for all that, and I'm really thankful for that. I got to tell him all the things I did, which I never told anybody, and it was important for me. It helped me let go of that a little bit, and it's important to talk. And that's when I realized, you know, like we need to talk, even though it's hard, even though certain things hurt us, and maybe we don't understand them at the time. We have to talk, and sometimes we don't have that person, you know. And I'm just so thankful that I found him to share all this with, and for him to still love me. Yeah.
I don't have any tissue off.
Oh, that's okay. I use my scarf. But that was really hard to overcome. I dug a hole for like good 4 years.
Wow.
But yeah, it was hard. I didn't want to do anything. I distanced myself from friends, family. It was really hard for me. And I look back and I'm just like,
Who was that person?
yeah, you know. But at the same time, in a way, it's good. You know, you don't judge people when they go through hardships, because in our own way, we've all gone through hardships.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of helped me be more sympathetic towards people. You know, try not to judge them when they're having like a bad day or something like that. You know, try to uplift people.
Right.
Try to be encouraging. You know, if you see somebody like that looks sad or that looks worried, just nice words. You know, they do mean a lot. I just try to be nice and just, you know, look at things in a different way. Because when I was going through all that, you know, of course, doing everything that I did, you know, people distanced themselves from me.
Right.
But they didn't know. No one really was like, what's wrong, you know? My parents, I think they were too scared to ask, or like, they probably thought like, yo, no, you should have gotten over it by now.
Right.
But no, I didn't really get to talk to like people when it came to that. I didn't want to either, because it was embarrassing for me.
Right.
And then finally I was just like, I can't do this anymore. All these emotions are bottled up and it's ruining me.
Right.
And so, yeah, little by little, I found myself some help. I started like taking care of myself more, loving myself more, just getting out of bed, you know.
And you just made that decision within yourself, like,
Yeah,
for yourself?
I was just tired, you know, like I had gotten a DUI. There was no money, like I didn't want to do anything, and I was like, you know, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm too old to be doing this. I need to like stop and snap out of it. And then, yeah, you know, just little by little, one thing at a time, one thing, one day at a time. Get out of bed, get dressed. Today I got out of bed. Okay, cool.
Right.
Now tomorrow I'm going to get out of bed and wash my face. All right, cool.
Right.
It's better now. You know, it's good now. When I see somebody looking sad, I just say, it's okay. Or like, when you're in line for something called like coffee or something, just pay for the person behind you. Just be like, here, you know? I think that's also helping others has helped me.
Right.
You know, to find peace within myself as well.
Right.
And, you know, so that's what I try to do.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, no
It's
problem.
So beautiful. I'm kind of struck by how like you've expanded and now notice people differently because of what you've gone through. Sometimes when we go through hard things, we feel like, man, this is like such an isolating situation. How am I going to get to the other side of this? Like, what is this for? You know what I mean? But you change when you go through things, how it expands, how you view the world and view other people, and are able to love yourself and others because of what you went through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And, you know, it's true. Like, hardships, you know, and then how you go through them, they change you.
Yeah.
You could become a better person, or you could just say, fuck it, and just keep on doing what you're doing, you know? But